Hi everyone, Sinead here from Harcourts. I'm here with
Steph Bradley, one of the auctioneers here as well.
And we're just going to have a quick chat about the great things about the auction process that we both love. So, three things that a lot of people don't know about the process we're going to talk about today. And number one of those is transparency.
Incredible when we watch market value play out in real time in the auction room. So, it's one of those few methods where you can come along with a number and watch your competition also participate, against you, or perhaps sit back.
I really like it because we always give an appraisal to our sellers before we come to market. But, it's just a forecast, and the auction process allows us to bring people in who can compete against each other, whether it's on a cash basis, can be a conditional basis, which we'll talk about in a second. The second point that a lot of people don't realise, and I know because I'm listing and selling houses in the Hutt Valley, that any properties for sale by auction typifies a very seriously motivated seller. So you'll often hear us talking about the seller's motivation when we're marketing those properties, and that means that yes, they want a price, they're not going to sell it for $0, but the thing that's more important for them is to get a result, and that might be they're moving to Australia like a lot of our clients, or they're moving into a retirement village or what have you. But motivation is key, and they're typically auction sellers are seriously motivated. And isn't that what you want as a buyer, to buy a property from someone who's seriously ready to meet the market? The third thing that's really important for buyers to know coming in is that you don't have to be cash unconditional to view a property. Yes, you might decide you want to get yourself in that position for the auction, but also, even if you have a house to sell, you can do it. Tell us about that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And while in the first instance we want to deal with cash, in a market like this, we're not always going to have cash buyers in the room. And so what we want is anyone who has got conditional interest to make their intent known in advance of the auction. And we put that offer in front of the owners prior to the auction so that they know what the conditional market might be prepared to pay. And if we don't get a result at the auction, then the people who have made that offer are first out of the gates to start negotiating with our seller.
So, three things that you might not have known about auction. The most transparent method that there is. Anybody can buy at auction, regardless of your position prior to auction, and of course, it typifies that they're seriously motivated sellers. So get amongst it.
Yeah, if you're thinking about buying, don't disregard those auction properties. Just ring Sinead and get all the information.
See you soon. Thanks for watching.